Diablo, I don't know if Diablo was compelling, but it was freaky, because, like, I think part of it is, like, in Diablo 1, there was, like, the Butcher, and it's like, okay, what is the Butcher? You know, why the hell is this thing a thing? And then you can actually learn about it, and it's like, oh god, that is actually, like, deeply uncomfortable. As far as, like, enemies go. And then, you know, obviously there's a lot of lore for, like, Leoric. And then, actually, I've never played further than those depths. Someday I'll play through Diablo 1. It's just, I was trying so hard to get a Diablo 1 run going, like, with multiplayer. Because it would have been fun. Unfortunately, giant pain in the butt to even get it set up, and half the people, like, straight up couldn't. Ooh. When it's easier to do a run of Dark Souls cooperatively. You know something's kind of, I'm not going to say messed up, but okay, so we got Transcoat. Got mostly resistance. However, dang. I was really hoping it was actually part of this set, but no. I like set items in these games, but until you actually hit, like, max level, the set bonuses seem, like, almost meaningless. Which is a bit of a shame, because, you know, you'd think set bonuses would actually be... It'd probably be harder to do in these games, but it'd be... well, that's kind of neat. We're just getting a lot of purple items now. And unfortunately, it's yet again another piece of a completely different set. Not that big of a deal, but it's just like, I think it would almost be interesting if in these games they almost had, like, everything have, like, set bonuses. Like, less items in general, set items, and then, like, you get a bunch of materials that let you kind of build up and customize your equipment as well. Because honestly, like, finding a new item it's nice, but then I look at the stats and I'm like, you know, I don't care about this as much as I thought I was going to, which is disappointing because I wanted to care. But, you know, most of the things I pick up here are entirely just to sell, so I can upgrade my items some more with enchanting, which I guess... I'm not gonna say that's, like, good. It's far from it. I don't know. I like meaningful content. Procedural generation can be really good, but I usually like it when, like, it's not the main goal. You know, in games like this, I used to be pretty, like, down with procedural generation, mainly because, like, I only had, like, one game to play for, like, a whole month. And it would take me a considerable amount of time before I could get another game. Nowadays, I have so many games that I actually don't know what to do with them all. And that's actually almost a completely different beast. Not a bad one necessarily, but it's just like... Whenever I play a game where it just has... I'm gonna say, not meaningless content, but content that, like, doesn't stand out as immediately meaningful. You know, heavy procedural generation, mechanics that waste your time. I start looking for ways to bypass them. Not necessarily because, like, I hate them, but just because, like, I guess I've seen this song and dance before, so, like, randomized loot that are just, like, all very limited upgrades of each other. You know, that sort of thing doesn't excite me the way it used to. And so I find myself being more interested in, you know, okay, what's the special effect of this thing? It makes your skeletons, like, twice as large, with bobbly heads. I'm like, okay, I'm sold. That sounds interesting to me. But it's just like, here's the axe that does like 5 more damage and increases your magic damage by 5% more. And it's like, I mean, I guess it's an upgrade, but if I equip this axe, it's really not going to make a noticeable difference in my gameplay style, apart from, you know, okay, fine, maybe I'll use a little bit more spells to go with that bonus. And then, oh, what do you know, I just found a dagger that does the same thing, but slightly better, so I guess I'm switching over to the dagger. And you don't get that feeling of, like, this was something I wanted to pick up and actually use. I know Dark Souls is, like, the go-to point at and say, like, hey, here's something that was done well, but Dark Souls, Dark Souls' weapons, most of them are kind of crap. Some aren't, though. Some are really fun. And, like, you can have 7 different varieties of straight sword, and for the most part, yeah, they do actually do the same things. But there's, like, just slight variations that make you care more. You know, one might have a stab instead of a slash at some point during the combo, and that can actually make all the difference. I should really go back and drop off some of these gems. Let's see. Must be hell with the encoding that I'm putting this through. Let's see. And there are obvious and notable exceptions. Dark Souls, for example, Monster Hunter, for example. Every single weapon is more or less the same, just with slight attribute differences, which actually do make a big difference, now that I'm thinking about it. You know, Stun Hammer really does change, like, how things might go. And so it's like, it's actually rather fun, you know, being like, okay, so I'm going to pick the water hammer for this one because the enemy is weak to water. Not exactly the most dynamic of things, but it gives you a reason to care and carry. Care about what you're using and carry multiple spare alternative ones, when normally you'd just be like, eh. I should probably warp back and grab stuff, sell stuff. Let's sell the doggo off first. Send the doggo off first. I'm just getting weirdly tired. I might have to lay down before, or between sessions. Let's go back, actually. Like, I'm actually feeling incredibly cross-eyed right now. For town, oh my god, I have 116 town portals. How many times do they expect you to go back? I'm a big fan of some of the changes they wrought for Diablo. Specifically, I really like the, Oh! She's the one that sells the magic staves and rods and stuff. That's nice. I needed that. Somebody's probably shouting that at me. For like the past 2 episodes. It's like, go here, do the thing. Oh, have we been getting less potions now? It feels like maybe I've somehow managed to rebalance it all by accident. Oh, this is a gem. Faster attack, critical hit chance. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's put that in there. Oh, hey, I could actually start using some of these weapons that I shouldn't be able to use. Are any of them good? Health still on hit? Yes. But not on this, probably. Actually, looking at it now, Shadow Guise is straight up better. I just put the gem in here. Like an idiot. Okay. Yeah, because this increases pet and minion speed. Magic find and stuff. Oh. Damn, I look cool. I look really cool. Alright, well, we might as well just enchant this to Kingdom Come. So this will make my pets considerably faster.
Fortune smiles on you. Fortune kindly. Hello there.
It is a little outdated, but I really like the pet speed. And I don't really care about the armor. So yeah, let's just load that up. Anything else? Yes, we've got some of these to turn in.
This is it, the savage Ember. I've awaited it with an eagerness that troubles me. The blight is like a living thing, or part of one. Sometimes, when I'm deep in study, I can almost hear it whispering. I now believe it's all part of one great spirit. But what has such strength of will?
Hello there.
I've heard Syl tossing around the term corruption when discussing the Ember's impurities. I thought she was rash to say that without proper research, but now I believe her instinct was correct. The spirit in the Ember veins may be the force that mutates and drives the monsters below. I need more evidence to be sure. The dwarves created an incredibly strong variety, known as Adamant Ember. Find me a sample, and we'll learn the depth of this corruption.
Did you hear me practicing? Truly my voice could bring even great warriors to tears.
Have you survived the battle with Gulgroth the Red? What am I saying? Of course you have. I'll have to change the ending of my song, but that's a small matter for one of such talent as mine. No need to apologize. I think this shall be my finest song yet. I've heard that Bizzlemazer, the Butcher, can slay any warrior, but perhaps you have grown strong enough to survive the battle. Either way, it'll be a harrowing tale. Send 28 floors below Torchlight and meet your destiny.
Okay, so we also got the epic chart. Well, god damn. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my Biffin stick. We're going to enchant the crap out of this thing. I was hoping it was going to be one-handed, but it ain't. We bankrupt ourselves with the Biffin stick. I think we do. Oh. 761. Did its level go up? Its damage went up considerably. Oh, it's all the bonus damage it's getting added. 2783. I just want to see if this would actually, like, scale up the level. Because I almost wish the enchanter would actually, every time you enchanted it, it would increase the required level and stats and stuff. You know, it might add a new property, but the main focus of it is scaling it up slightly. And I'm bankrupt. But now I have one hell of a Biffin stick. 880 damage per second. Health stolen per hit. Armor degraded per hit. Alright. I am a ridiculous Biffy monstrosity. And we do have a portal. I don't know if I'm going to go through it. Look at this book. I don't know how the mountain even holds together. It seems complete. Wait, we already did this one. Get the Cyclopean lens. Dang it. Okay, well, we're gonna return to the dungeon. I just want to hit something with my biffing stick for like a moment. I'm gonna go lay down for a bit. I like this game, but there's something about it that makes my eyes kind of cross after. I'm gonna say... Damn. I have some weird, bad ideas. Let's see, isn't there... Oh, hey, we can get the beam going. Isn't there straight up, there's dual wielding, but no, infuse. 30 seconds. I'm gonna try infusing for a bit. Okay, it's not as amazing as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's pretty good. I just like two-shot a dude. I'm the melee, I'm the melee alchemist. It works. It works shockingly well. Unfortunately, I don't know if my spells really scale with level. I should probably try grabbing one of the lightning spells next. Let's grab this. I'm just gonna try lightning a guy with this. Bam. Nope. It just doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I mean, I'm sure if I leveled it up, it would probably get considerably better, but... I wonder if I could actually mod the stuff myself. I maybe could. Because, yeah, my staff works really damn well as a melee weapon. I don't... Yeah, I mean, we could try and fuse. It does boost my damage by, like, an amount. I'm gonna go back and respec, I think. Get rid of Ember Lance at the very least. It ain't worth it. Okay, is it Q? No. There's a button to switch these. W. I want to just hit something with the 347. Yeah, so the staff is just a smidge better. Well, I somehow feel like I should have played a destroyer this run. I've been getting nothing but really swank destroyer items. Not a whole lot else. Oh, right. I've also got haste, which increases my attack speed. Okay. Do we want to... Well, I was going to go lay down, but now I'm awake. We are going to warp back to town. I'm going to probably put that sword away, because I don't think I can actually use it for what I want to do. Maybe I could. Strength 62. Oh, god damn. That's actually something really helpful. Sort of. It's one-handed. I like the idea of it. This needs more tabs.
Hi there.
Okay, if I picked up any interesting new spells, Bee Swarm. Oh, she has a new ring. Guro's Band. It's not amazing, no. Okay. Release our skills. Okay, so... No Ember Lance for me. Ember Strike would be interesting. Does do a bunch of damage. Ember Sentry. Interesting. Static, admittedly, but still. Okay, so that lasts for a buttload of time. Do a little bit of curse. Okay, I'm gonna set that to infuse. We've got haste. Now that's a defensive spell. How much does it increase my attack speed? Not by much, but we do need a couple of points just so it lasts longer. Yeah, so it doesn't look like that's going to increase. I'm assuming my stave is a go armor. I mean, I should probably go put a bunch into crits. What is my crit chance? 5%. 10% now. What else do we have? Offensive spell mastery, spellcasting pyre. Adventure be interesting. I'm trying to look for like buffs or passives that I should go for. And I could go for a bunch of points in Treasure Hunter. Maybe later, maybe when I'm farming things. And I'm not dual wielding here. So, yeah. Do we get more into critical strikes? There we go. So, bunches of bonus crit damage. Bunch into melee damage. Okay.
Were the dwarves destroyed by the same corruption we face now? It's hard to believe this threat is so ancient. The necropolis and even the Styrian ruins are new in comparison. Find the Ember Forge and I will meet you there. It is dangerous for me to be exposed to the blight, but I will risk it for your sake.
Okay. So, what's the other thing? Who's the guy that sells the maps? This is the cartographer. I want to check something. 10 to 20. 20 to... Boo? I'm, like, almost level 30, yeah? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to go here. I've got a bunch of summons that I don't really have a whole lot of use for. Okay. So, confusion. Okay, so, interesting things. One, I don't actually need to do any of this. I could straight up... Is really tempting to do this. Bye. Like, I wonder if I could actually just speed mode this game. Because at this point, I'm grossly over-leveled, yeah? Like, except for the fact that I don't have any AoE and I'm getting chewed up by these guys. Yeah, I guess that's really the thing. This isn't worth it, but it's kind of fun as a proof of concept. I do a buttload of damage. I can more or less just clonk somebody to death. Okay. So the one problem is I can't warp out of here, so I'm pretty much stuck with subpar equipment. Okay. So I'm just gonna have to hit things here. I mean, luckily I am a powerhouse in my own regard. And my minions, even though they're not, like, max tier, with this setup, they're not bad. I should probably carry... Whenever I do one of these, I should always have a second respec potion on me. Just in case I'm going to need it. Because, spoilers, I'm going to need it. I also did change my entire build around to do more minion speed with that helmet. Yeah, I'll need a lot more defensive things, and honestly, this sort of build would just be better if I played as the Destroyer. I was just like, huh, I do a lot of damage with this. But it's still not as much as just like a bunch of fully spec'd out minions doing their thing. Amusing. I'll probably... I might roll a melee character in Torchlight 2. Path of Exile I'll probably do Minion Master again, though. Just because I've tried melee and Path of Exile, and it's fun. Fare thee well, goons. I care not for your shenanigans. I will not be here. Witness them. Oh, that's a mid-boss. Okay. Looks like we're good. And onwards. Farewell. I will fight your mid-bosses, but not your groups. Is that it? Nope. Stairs down. Whee. Oh, that's a mid-boss.
My health is low.
I got wrecked. Resurrect a town, lose nothing. Yes. Okay, so yeah, going full melee, I'm gonna need to be a completely different character.
Good to see ya.
Let's see. So let's not do that again. Go. It's a pistol. I'll live. Now this guy does sell actually like a decent chunk of stuff. Decent chunk of good stuff too, damn. I mean, realistically, a lot of it isn't stuff that I'm terribly interested in. Maybe I should check the... I should probably get over here. Let's talk to her. Does she sell armor? No. Really hoping she didn't. Why does that one guy have so many, like, sweet things? Alright, so let's go back to this. So, max out the nether imps. Buy the beam golem. Okay, upgraded damage, critical hit, and reflects a small static charge on attackers. Grab that. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's got any more. So I wanted to max Burning Bind out. Yeah, that should be pretty damn good. Lasts for 30 seconds, too. Bad. Anything else I was going to put points into? Because most of these don't matter. I could try Ember Strike. I'm going to put the skeletons over here. Because I want to do Ember Strike. Unfortunately, I can't have... Well, I could be really lazy and just never attack. No, I can't. I can't do that. It doesn't actually work that way. Well, that's normal, I guess. Wall pats. Okay, let's get the Beam Golem as well. Okay, Beam Golem. Regular Golem? Skeletons. I don't know how many skeletons I can have going at the same time. But I need a little bit more. Undead. Okay, we're good. And they should be nice and zippy. That's return to dungeon. I'm betting it's this portal. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to run through everything again. But that was fine. It was mostly just a, like, how ridiculous can I go? And the answer is, it's okay. Floor 1. Yeah, so we'll have to go back and refight everything. Or, well, fight everything that I didn't fight in super speed mode. But I think that's acceptable. I still do bucket loads of damage, even without the bonuses. That's a decent chunk, actually. But my minions handle most of it. No, honestly. Let's see. No, that's not what I want to do. That there. Put my summon zombies here. And I'm gonna put Ember Strike there, because I'm not going to be buffing these guys very often. Just like how I'm not going to be getting too many things. There we go. Give me my little nether imps back. Alright, we're good. And yeah, I may not be the most interesting alchemist in the world, but I can run in and just start walloping fools with my stick all the same. I might get like 1 or 2 points in that infusion skill. I don't know. We'll see. This is an amusing thing. I'll have to mess around with this some more. I might also just guzzle all of my potions at some point and just be like, what happened? How ridiculous can I get? Oh, I already opened that chest up. Same thing with that one. Yeah, honestly, I do just about as much damage without all the buffs. It was a neat idea, but the minion scale's so much better. Because the minions scale incredibly well. Which makes me feel kind of impotent. But only, like, kinda. A trap has been sprung, you say? I don't care. I'd been through here before. I really don't care about extra town portal scrolls, to be totally honest. Get them, my minions, yeah. Each one of my summoned Gunner does, like, as much damage as I do. And I have, like, a brilliant of them, so... yeah. No, better to be uninteresting myself. Let's see, do we want this? Extra health is nice. The extra dex might be kind of handy. I don't know if those mysterious map scrolls are actually useful for anything. Let's see. Like, I don't know if they just bring you to, like, a random location or if it brings you to something special. I actually wish maps were almost like... Man, I really need to play Path of Exile. I think this might actually be a feature in Path of Exile. But I almost kind of wish the maps were, would, like... I'm not going to say scale in some way, but, like, you pick up a map and it would actually have attributes with it. You could almost, like, fuse things with it with alchemy to change what you get. So you could give it, like, a really rare item to give you a higher chance of getting more rare items, or almost treat it like the item world in, I don't know how many of you guys have ever played the Disgaea, I think it's the Disgaea games, but you could go into items and, like, do randomly generated levels to improve your equipment. And it was a fairly time-consuming affair, but, like, you could do some pretty sweet stuff with it to make, like, ridiculously powerful weapons. And, like, I'm suddenly realizing, like, that sort of thing would actually work really well in this game. Or, honestly, just a, like, you know, maps with different properties that actually lead you to different things. That door is just like, are you coming? Should I open up for you, or you just, yeah, you'll just be there whenever you're there. It's very fast too. Looks silly. See, how am I doing on my little nether imps? I'm gonna summon a couple more just in case. I really can't keep track of all of them. Okay, so this is the sucker that killed me last time. And he's dead. Dude hits like trucks. I might want to consider getting my hands on, well, more defensive stats, I guess? Investing more in. It's easy to get my hands on it, but it's the investment. That's the problem. Okay, can Can we go back this way? Yeah, we can. I don't actually know if there's anything really worth anything over here. I figured I'd look. There's the Cyclopean lens, and it doesn't fit in my inventory. Go up to grand health potions. Those are pretty sweet. I'm gonna leave them for later though, because I think they're overpowered for what I'm doing. So it's interesting. I've never played this region before. I think I skipped it. So when I first played this game, effectively I did nothing but the randomly generated maps, and then came back for the plot levels and got bored because everything was too easy. Go figure. Admittedly, still pretty easy. Probably should have played a higher difficulty, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep pumping Burning Bind. I should probably put points into I should probably put some points into Minion Mastery again, but we'll get there. Okay.
Hi there.
The Cyclopean lens was right where the book said, wasn't it? Okay, yeah, it's the same. His dialogue is looping. Dang. I was really hoping he'd be more interesting than he is. I don't know. It'd be a good opportunity for, like, plot, maybe. Or lore background details for the world, or who knows what. Anywho,